Imagine walking around the world and to every stranger you meet, please like me, please love me, please approve of me, please think I'm a good person. Please always constantly worrying about what other people think of you and how people perceive you. Trying to please people all the time. Trying so desperately to say the right thing at the right time. To say the perfect thing. To be the funny guy. To say the most funny thing. To have quick responses and be quick-witted and be smart. You know, hopefully I'll seem smart to this person. Hopefully this person thinks I'm intelligent or thinks I have something cool to say or something important to say. And my whole life I spent just trying to be liked and trying to seek validation from other people. Every stranger I meet, every person I meet, I put so much pressure on myself when I'm interacting with people. And it also comes with a bit of social anxiety. I'm very anxious socially. I'm very aware of the person in front of me. And I'm constantly in my mind worrying about what they're thinking. So it's very draining for me. It's very draining for me. You're constantly worried about what other people think. It's not easy for me to say these things, you know. It takes a level of exposure. It takes a level of braveness to say these kind of things. Because it's kind of embarrassing, really, saying these things. I feel like I'm exposing my secrets to you guys, you know. And it's probably the hardest thing I could do. It is the hardest thing because I'm opening myself to judgment. I'm opening myself for other people to judge me. And it's something I'm really scared of. It's probably my biggest fear. My biggest fear is to be judged by people. And I've always been like this. That's my biggest fear. It's how if people are perceiving me in a negative manner, in a negative light. I've recently gone through a divorce. It's been around 5 months, 6 months. And this woman, okay, my ex-wife, she told, well, we used to go to a church. We used to go to a church together. And she told the whole church that I was abusive to her after the divorce. And she also told the police I was abusive to her. And a man who's constantly worrying about how other people see him, how other people perceive him, if people think he's a good person, if people think he's a good family man, a good, you know, father. And then for your ex-wife to be telling the church and telling police and telling people you know, people in our inner circle, that I was abusive to her, it took a very big toll on me, you know. It was very hard on me, to be honest. Because here is a man who loves to be liked by people and loves to be applauded and admired. I'm not gonna lie, I love to be applauded and admired, and I want people to see me in a positive light. And here I am being accused of being abusive, being accused of being a bad person. So my whole world, you know, gets flipped upside down. And now I'm dealing with these thoughts, and And a lot of these, these people in our inner circle now think I'm some sort of abusive man that abused her, which is further from the truth. And what I've realized is, I know this is going to sound a bit funny, but what I've realized is maybe this is kind of God's way of telling me not to worry about other people. Because here I am, loads of people think I'm abusive, I was an abusive husband, an abusive father, that I did things that I did not do. And now a lot of people see me in a bad light, in a very bad light. A lot of people think I'm abusive, an abusive man, abusive, husband, abusive father, aggressive, violent man, a coward. And a lot of people think that of me. And that is my biggest fear. And yet I'm going through that. And as funny as it is, I think this is God's way of telling me, look, it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter. Loads of people, the whole world can think I'm this person that was violent to her and abusive to her. The whole world can think of it. But what truly matters is who I know, who I am. What truly matters is what God knows, because God knows everything. He knows your heart, your intentions. You can't lie to God. You can lie to people, but you can't lie to God. So the only thing that truly matters is how you perceive yourself, what your identity is to yourself. Are you proud of yourself, of what person you are, of your personality, are you a kind, generous person? Are you a selfish person? And I'm slowly learning to not give a damn about what other people think. If they want to think I'm some sort of villain, a bad guy, a terrible person, let them think that. Let them think that. Because the only thing that matters is who I know to be and what God knows me to be. And that's the only thing, man. That's the only thing that matters. And what he thinks and what her thinks and what your church thinks and what your inner circle, your community thinks, does not matter. Okay? Does not matter. And the quicker you can realize that, the sooner you realize that, the more at peace you're going to be. Because now you're not worried about what he thinks or what her thinks. Now the only thing that really matters is what you think. Are you someone that you're proud of? What are your accomplishments? Because if you continue like me to live a life where you constantly care about what other people think, you're going to go mad, you're going to go crazy. Because there's always going to be someone who thinks bad of you. There's always going to be someone who thinks you're a fool, who thinks you're retarded, or thinks you're an idiot, or thinks you're a terrible person. There's always going to be someone. Okay? You can't please everyone. And the sooner you realize that, I think the sooner you'll be at peace. As funny as it is, although I'm going through some really tough things and some really terrible things has happened lately, I'm kind of at peace at the moment because I've kind of just accepted the way things are, I can't change people's mind. And the more I try to defend myself and the more I try to change people's mind, the more I try to tell people otherwise, that I'm not what that she's saying, I feel like the worse it gets. So what I've learned is just stay quiet, mind my own business, think badly of me, I don't care. God knows the truth, I know the truth, I know who I am as a person, I'm happy with myself, I sleep well at night. And I think I've arrived sort of at peace, I guess. I don't have like this thirst for validation and this thirst for people to perceive me in a good light, I'm just minding my own business, going through life, enjoying the small things. Take it one day at a time, an hour at a time, a minute at a time. And life is good right now. And that's what I wish for you.